So, I was contemplating, the mass mind programming, but of course we know that there's a divine programming, a God programming. So what we want to do is introduce the audience to who God says they are, because that's all that's important. Would you agree?
Yes, but they have to get to a little degree of awakening
Okay.
before that'll be understood at all,
Hmm.
even in the distant future.
Hmm.
But um, it, actually, what we're doing right now is very important for their learning.
Hmm.
After all, we learned everything. We learned everything, all right up to like just whatever that was being thrown at us, we learned it.
Hmm.
But there's too many aspects of that are not really beneficial to you.
Hmm.
And so I know it takes time and I know it takes patience, but you have to sit down and get rid of them.
Hmm.
I mean, one by one. Just all you're doing is just looking at your own attitudes.
Hmm.
We're not telling you what to think or nothing. You're just looking at what you are already thinking.
Hmm.
That's what you're experiencing
Hmm.
this day, what you're thinking this day. But it may have well, it will be a future event
That's,
eventually.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it may not be tomorrow or the next day or the next day, but you see, your mindsets that you have collected play of humanity, you have to single yourself out. In other words, well, you don't do that. I'd say a dozen people, maybe one, really does any serious thinking
Hmm.
about themselves. But that's what we're trying to tell you is that it's yourself that's so important to you. It's what you're thinking, feelingly, moment by moment. And I say moment by moment because you're on all the time. There's no off time. So when you're thinking, well, who knows what I'm thinking? Who needs to know if you know? Because that's what you're going to experience, not what they were experiencing. But what you're experiencing is what you think feelingly about. And in other words, feeling being angry or upset or down in the dumps or whatever you call it, being cheerful. You get to choose your moods, you understand? Choose this day. You're choosing your moods or not,
Hmm.
but you can choose a mood and carry it along as long as you can hold it here. You see, because it's right with you. And in other words, well, all the help you need is nearer than hands and feet. Is that true?
It is true. So that move that they're choosing is a seed. Is that correct?
That's right. That's right. And it'll blossom that quick if you stay focused.
Hmm.
See, if you move on, even just for a few seconds, really, I sometimes I'll lose it. I'll have a thought right here, but then by the time it got over here, see, it was gone
Yeah.
because something distracted me. You see, we don't catch ourselves. We're very quick at that changing. But the thing of it is, changing to what? See, there's that word again. That word what? You know, I'd like you to focus on it a little bit. What are you thinking? Because it's as you think, you are, you do, you have, you be, all the whole show. And if you just catch yourself, you'll catch yourself setting yourself up or setting yourself free. You're doing one or the other. See, there was only two, and God made both of those. And that was good and evil. He created both of them because he was going to give you a choice. like I said, they have to say, don't do that until you, that's the only way they can give you freedom. You have to be able to choose whatsoever. And that's exactly what the potential is, whatsoever. And you're choosing it, but with what? What are you thinking feelingly about generally most of the time during your daily whatever? Because that's going to the future. It isn't going to the past, it's going to the future. And if it was unpleasant when you were talking to yourself about it, we're going to get no pleasanter out there. As a matter of fact, that starts drawing more to it. And then you're stuck with deciding what's going on, if you're even deciding. Yeah, sometimes I give you more credit than you need for the moment. But that's just for the moment. Yeah, you have to choose to contemplate, to meditate, and don't make a big deal out of contemplating meditation. You do it automatically, but if you're not in control of it, see, you were put here as a director. You're to direct what you're talking to yourself about, suggesting to yourself about, and then approve it or disapprove it, and either follow through with it or drop it. It's that simple. And you don't have to believe us about this. All you have to do is test it. And there's no big deal about testing, except that you do it. And the testing is what I'm thinking about is what I'm experiencing. You're always thinking ahead of the evidence you're experiencing. But what are you experiencing? That's what you were thinking. So if you change your mind, think different. If you change your mind, that automatically changes your world. And God does that part. You don't have to worry about doing anything. As a matter of fact, he don't need your help. He needs your permission. Because he gave you choose this day, so he gave you permission. So he can't just barge in now. Well, he wouldn't do that anyway. I mean, he's not concerned with what we're doing. If he was, he would have put parameters on whatsoever. Huh? He would have put parameters, all kinds of inserts that you should not think this way. But we generally do it automatically first. You see, when there's going to be an occasion, what could go wrong? That's usually what they think about first. They don't think about, hey, it's a lovely thing. Everything goes great. Everything under. Take it seriously. I mean, really, really take it seriously. Even if only for a few moments, take it seriously. As you think you are. And the secret is, what's your mood? What are you feeling about? See that is what you're going to be experiencing. You're actually making up your future right now. Even when I'm talking to you, you're doing it. Because it's in the theater of mind, and mind is all things to all. Hey, how clear? People always say, I want it simple. Well, it's so simple, you dummies, you can't get it even now. And it's right in your face. And when you discover it is, that's the first place you're going to know it was right in front of you. Right out of your mouth, right out of your thinking. And what are you thinking with? You're thinking with words. And God is the Word.
Absolutely.
So you're actually word for word building your future starting right now. Change it. You see, the thing of it is that the way it's usually offered to you is that you got to go through a lot of prayer, praying, always praying, hoping, and believing. But you don't really believe. You tell yourself you believe, but if you believed, you'd be doing it.
Absolutely.
We probably wouldn't even be having this talk. See, and that's the whole thing. That's the whole, look, what are you thinking about generally most of the time? Because that's your world of experiencing. Believe it, believe it. And all you have to do is test it. You don't have to take my word or Carlo's word. Test it. Doesn't take any energy to test it. All you have to do is just shut up for a while. I mean, no, really. Think about it. You're thinking thoughts about something while I'm talking to you. You see, that's how insensitive you are to how you're thinking, feelingly in your world of experiencing. You're not focused on it, and that's what it takes focus. But you have to show up to do it. You see, you have to, and what is showing up? Well, what we're doing right now, what we're discussing right now. You sit in the silence and discuss exactly what we're discussing right now, over and over and over and over, and that's setting the stage for understanding. You see, if you do that, understanding is looking for you. Because what you're looking for is understanding, and so understanding is looking for you. But you have to be still. See, otherwise, all the going on around you it's gone. And hey, I could be talking, and some little thing happened. See that something, and you go, it's gone. It's gone. And well, I can relieve it most times, but not always. So you see, that's what Neville was trying to convince people, that they're on all the time. See, there's no rest period out of that. You're on all the time, because you're either thinking or you're talking, and either you're using words, and the word was with God, and the word was God. So you're using God words right now. Right now you're using God's words. What are you thinking about? What are you saying to yourself? Is it approvable? If it isn't, what are you doing it for? If you can't approve of it, why keep it? Why let your life be guided by things you say you don't need? No, I don't want to get into that. Yeah. But you see, you got to be careful what you walk into. See, we're told to be in the world, and we're in the world, and we're all involved in the world. But that's not enough. You see, there's so much more waiting for you. But why is it waiting? What are you waiting for? We're telling you that you want to get rid of your problems. Do it today. Right now, do it today. If you let them go, they'll go. They'll be gone. What are you told? Let go and let God. Now, see, if you're not handling it, why are you keeping it? Turn it over to God. He says, you turn to me, I'll turn to you. Well, there weren't your problems.
I had a half a dozen of Neville's tapes, and I listened to them at least one every night for years before it actually touched base. I began thinking differently. The importance of having a CD, because what has your focus has your life. Think about it. We're not asking you to join anything, but you have to have the CDs. You have to have the DVDs. You have to listen to them. It's you training this. Listen, listen, listen.
But as Mr. Lindell stated, you have to listen to them repeatedly. And again, for those who are interested, click the link below and it will take you to the 4 CD set, and you'll be able to transform not only your mind, but your world.